Fishing with Bigfoot by Alex McGilvery. This story is part of the collection Bigfoot Country. There's a link below where you can support the Kickstarter. The creek had no name Cameron knew of, which made it easier to keep his favorite spot a secret. Years of wandering through Wells Gray and the area around it had led him to it. He didn't record it on any map or GPS coordinates. Half the fun of a secret fishing hole was finding it again. Cameron walked out into the chilly water. His waders kept him dry, but didn't insulate him. Soon he needed to upgrade, someday when he hadn't spent all his equipment money on rods, reels, and flies. He liked the battle between his skill and the trout's survival instinct. Before long he'd lost himself in the motions of casting and watching for the swirl of a striking fish. The mountain creek rattled down a steep pile of rocks into a pool where the fish hid. The world retreated until only the fish and the water existed. A nice-sized trout hit his fly and he set to hook, beginning the battle to bring it in to net and land. The fish was a canny one and made him employ every trick in his book to get it close enough to net. Just as Cameron scooped the trout out of the water, a flash of brown fur caught his attention on the bank. In this area, that meant bear. In an instant, he shifted from admiring the very nice rainbow to calculating if he would be able to recover his bag and escape before the animal charged. Regretfully, he started to release the trout. No need to carry food the bear wanted with him. No need to do that. A deep, raspy voice came from the direction of the bear. Cameron lost his footing and splashed down in the water. The shock of the cold overrode the bruising from the rocks he landed on and made him simultaneously shout and drop the net. A furry something plunged through the creek to snatch up the net. Phew, thought you'd lost it there. Cameron gaped at the huge, furry hand extended to help him up. He reached up to grip it and was hoisted to his feet. Didn't mean to startle you. I was fascinated. Never seen someone fly fishing in person. The hand helped Cameron to the shore. Still in a daze, Cameron emptied the water from his waders and pulled fresh clothes from his pack. He'd stripped down to put on the dry clothes before he thought about his audience. He shrugged and pulled on his pants and shirt. I could light a fire to dry those wet things out. Campfire ban is still in effect. Cameron shook his head. He was talking to a bear. Why was he worried about things like campfire bans? I won't tell if you don't. The bear chuckled, and Cameron finally looked up to examine the beast. It wasn't a bear. The creature had to be almost 2.5 meters tall with broad shoulders to match. It looked vaguely like the Bigfoot statue outside the store in Clearwater, only this was much furrier and more muscular. The face was as expressive as a human's under the fur. Bigfoot? Cameron croaked out the word.